Hello everybody, this is Alex Big Blue. Welcome to my top 10 Avengers. So first off, I just want to let you know the rules I did. The only criteria basically was that they had to be a full-time or at least a reserve member of the Avengers or the West Coast Avengers. And other than that, this is my top 10 favorite characters that were in the Avengers teams that I also thought of as an Avenger. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 10. Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter. So she's my favorite Spider-Woman. She's also a really cool character in general and very likable and relatable, I would say. I think her costume is just really awesome, and it kind of reminds me of like a female version of Venom almost, the way it looks. But yeah, she's a really cool character, and I really like her in general, and to have her first appearance, so that never hurts. Number 9. Mockingbird. So I think Mockingbird is a really cool character in general. I like her costume, and I think she makes a really good partner and also a good couple with Hawkeye. And I think she's a really good team member for the Avengers. And I just think she's underrated and a really likable character overall. And she's pretty skilled. And yeah, just a good teammate, and I think she's really cool. Number 8. The Vision. So I always liked the Vision a lot. He is one of my favorite robot characters in all of comics, if not the favorite. I always actually grew up liking the white costume the best because that's what I saw him as first. He was in that whenever I found out about the character. So yeah, anyways, I've always really liked him a lot. His powers are really cool. And, of course, you know, even his relationship with Wanda or Scarlet Witch is always pretty interesting as well. The Vision is just a really cool character that is kind of essential for all of the Avenger teams, I feel like, when he's there. Certainly a really cool character that I've always enjoyed. Number 7. The Incredible Hulk. What more can you say that hasn't already been said about this guy? But I would have to say that he's one of the best big men characters of all time. And beyond that, one of the best monster characters of all time. His Jekyll and Hyde type of deal that he always has with Banner is one of the most interesting things to a character, I would say. Just a great character overall. The muscle of the Avengers a lot of times when he is in the lineup. He has a really cool look with, of course, his green skin and super bulky body. And the purple shorts or pants, whichever way you want to say it, I guess, always kind of really accents the color of the way his skin is anyways. But yeah, just a great character. I've always liked him a lot. His powers are cool, of course, where he's almost unbeatable when it comes to physical battles. He's just one of the most interesting characters and one of my favorite big guy characters in general. Number 6. Darkhawk. Darkhawk is one of my favorite underrated characters in comics in general, and he has a really great comic run. If you guys haven't already checked it out, I highly suggest you do so. And he started out as a reserve member for the West Coast Avengers, and I thought he always really matched that team well. And I also think he would be a good member of any team for that matter. And his powers is really cool. He, of course, has wings where he can fly, a grappling hook thing that comes out. He has energy projectile blasts. And his costume is one of the coolest looking costumes to not be that famous of a character, especially. And yeah, he gets his origin from that crystal I always thought was really cool. But just a great character. Number 5. The Black Knight. So the Black Knight I've really liked a lot since I read some of his miniseries in the 90s. I just think he's a really cool character. He is, of course, as you might expect, noble and is a really good character in the Avengers. I feel like he brings a little bit of everything to the table. He's intelligent. He's good in battle. And he has a flying steed, which is awesome, of course. Really cool character, really cool design. The Black Knight's just a really fun character that I like a lot. Number 4. Scarlet Witch. So first of all, I would have to say that she's probably my favorite woman character in general in comics. So favorite female superhero, I would say. But yeah, she has one of the all-time coolest costumes, in my opinion, of female superheroes. Particularly this one. Her powers are awesome. She's a very powerful character, obviously. But I always really liked her in the Avengers and think that she's just a huge integral part of them. And I like the way that she works with them. I also really like her, the way she's portrayed in the Marvel movies and WandaVision, the show by Elizabeth Olsen, of course. But yeah, she's just a really cool character in general. Like I said, her powers, her costume, just all really works together good. I also have some of her comics. She's always good in those too. I just think she's a quintessential Avenger that it's hard to do without, and she's definitely one of the coolest ones. Number 3, Hawkeye. So Hawkeye is one of my overall favorite characters in Marvel anyways, and in general for that matter. I think his costume is one of the coolest looking in comics, with that dark purple, which I like in general, and the blue mix is really cool. I think he is one of the best archer characters. He's my favorite one for that matter. He has pretty much pinpoint accuracy with that. It's really cool. He's a great battle tactician, a good fighter in general. He's also pretty funny sometimes. He made a great leader when he was on the Thunderbolts. He was the leader of them for a while, so he'd make a great leader in a pinch if Cap or anybody else was out for a bit. He's good at stealth and spy type of missions as well, and he is one of the most valuable members of the Avengers in general. Number 2, Moon Knight. So Moon Knight is one of my overall favorite characters in general. I think his costume is one of the coolest, period, in all of comics. I love the super white costume and cowl and mask and everything. And I think he has some of the coolest weapons, gadgetry, and also just fighting ability. And he's a great tactical fighter. And I think just pretty much everything about him is cool, honestly. I really dig the character a lot. And I think he just makes a good wild card character for the Avengers. And certainly a really useful and cool member of them. And I always really like it when he's in the lineup. Number 1, Captain America. So Captain America has one of the coolest weapons in all of comics, which of course is his shield. I love how it defends just as much as it attacks, and it can withstand almost any blow. I also think he has one of the coolest costumes. It's just one of the most iconic for sure, with the red, white, and blue, of course. All the awesome designs. And I just think in general, I think he's my favorite, and the best, for that matter, in my opinion, team leader of any team in comics. And I also always love his fighting ability, and he's always really cool in all of the action sequences and stuff. He knows what he's doing, he's a really good fighter. And I also think that the main thing that is the driving point is his morals and what he believes in. He always does what's right, despite what everybody else says. If somebody else is against him, whether it be people or government or anything, he tries to do what's right and will always withhold that, even if he has to oppose whoever else he has to do that. And that's one of my favorite things about him, of course. And yeah, he's just one of my overall favorite characters, and he has one of the coolest backstories in comics. Thank you guys for watching my top 10 Avengers. You can let me know who your top 10 Avengers are in the comments. And as well, you can suggest other top 10s I should do. I've already done a few others if you'd like to check those out as well. This is Alex Big Blue. I'll see you guys later.